Investing in shares. If you are buying and selling shares on a daily basis, well, in my view, that's not really investing, it's gambling. When you buy shares in a company, it's important to remember that you are actually investing in a business, and you probably want to be in there for the long haul. That means having some understanding of how the business operates, its products, its management, etc., etc., etc. So, in my view, again, if you're going to buy shares in a publicly quoted company, it's important to understand how how the value of those shares can be affected by events that have actually nothing got to do with the company, such as general economic conditions, interest rates, etc. Because the market itself, is instant. So it's taking account of all these factors, which often can have absolutely nothing to do with the business. So if you're happy with the valuation that you have taken of the company, there's no reason why you shouldn't stick with it, because at some point the market is going to, actually reflect the value of those shares. Now, I'm not the only person who takes that view when buying shares, and some of the most sophisticated investors in the world, that's how they operate. I'm thinking in particular of one, that's Warren Buffett of Berkshire Hathaway. So if you're not a sophisticated investor, you're probably better off with index funds. And to be perfectly honest with you, index funds do perfectly well over time, and it's very difficult for people to outdo the index funds these days. They say there's maybe only 5 or 6 people in the world who can actually do that. So, that's sort of something to take on board. Obviously, if you are a sophisticated investor, you're probably looking for something different. You're taking a bit more risk. You're looking at the long-term, value of the business, and you're in a position to make a reasonable assessment of that. So, that's just something to think about. Hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for listening.